today's match.
Welcome, everyone, to the Dome here in New Orleans. It's the 1982 National Championship game. The Georgetown Hoyas facing off with the North Carolina Tar Heels. With Clark Kellogg, Coach Mike Fratello, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Mike, both of these teams featuring incredible freshmen.
For North Carolina, guard Michael Jordan has been fantastic. Averaging about 13 points per game, shooting well over 50% from the field. Jordan is a big game player.
And for the Hoyas, Clark, the 7-foot freshman, Pat Ewing, leads the way.
And you know what, Kevin, defensively, I don't know if I've seen anybody better than Ewing. Controls the paint, protects the rim, and you can be assured that Pat Ewing is going to make it tough for Carolina to score the ball inside.
And even as a freshman, he will have an impact on this game.
Yeah, I agree.
In the Hoyas backcourt, Sleepy Floyd and Roy Duncan, with John Nash and Harold McRae at the forwards. And star Pat Ewing is the 5. For UNC, it's Adam Barnett and Michael Jordan at the guard spots. At forward, Craig Bacon and All-American James Worthy. And Sam Perkins is the center.
These schools' talented freshmen, they will have a lot to say about who wins tonight.
Here's Floyd. Barnett covering. Here's McRae, and he goes in for the dunk.
All-out effort for the putback.
Beautiful. A thunderous 2 points.
He knew what to do with the board. Fantastic play.
Michael Jordan, what a leaper.
Flying high, Jordan levitates.
Now, here's Nash. Defense right on him. Pass to McRae. Back to Nash. Here's Duncan. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Clark, Ewing, and Jordan. Incredible freshman talents in different ways.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, Ewing's MO is to dominate the inside defensively. Rebounding and blocking shots, rim protecting, scoring near the hoop. Jordan is looking to get his by shooting and slashing. Play lockdown perimeter D. Boy, it's a joy to watch both of these guys play, and I can't wait to see them get after it.
I can't wait either. Nash outside. Here's Floyd. Ewing trying to get open. The shot by Floyd, no good. They're looking really strong offensively, Mike.
Terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That'll be the key.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Nash kicks to Duncan. Back to Nash. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Tar Heels leading by 4. Here's Jordan. And Ewing sends it back.
Let's see how that early block from Ewing changes North Carolina's game plan. Pat is such a force.
Clark and Mike, as we know, 2 big rule differences between the college and NBA game. No three-point line in NCAA basketball. And Clark, no shot clock as well.
Yeah, I think those rules, Kevin, favor teams that focus on the inside play. Guys like Pat Ewing. It also rewards those teams that are patient. Teams like UNC who are prone to play a delay game at times.
The Tar Heels shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Tell you what, I love the energy that Michael Jordan plays with because his energy is infectious. It gives his team energy.
Mike, they are desperate to find a basket.
They're having a really hard time out there.
You're right. To the wing right side. Duncan outside. Shoots. And Bacon pulls it down.
If you want to win an NCAA title, you need plays like that from Jordan. Effort on the defensive end.
And without question, it's a packed house. For more, let's go now to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. They are expecting upwards of 60,000 people tonight in the New Orleans Dome. This is just the second title game ever played in a dome. Both teams were concerned about depth perception with shooting in a huge building. In the semifinals 2 days ago, both teams shot under their season averages. We'll see how they adjust tonight. Kevin?
Will indeed. Thank you, D.A. This is the first title game in a dome in 11 years.
You know, before this weekend, none of these guys have played in a dome. It's hard to shoot in these places, Clark.
Yeah, you know, I think sometimes, Mike, that's a tad overrated, but there is something to the fact that your depth perception is a little bit off. You can't really simulate what it's like in a dome. So I think you look for these teams to really attack and not settle for jump shots.
Green is checked in for McCray. And the Hoyas called timeout here.
Straight up facts here, guys. They are getting destroyed down low.
Points in the paint, the topic of this timeout conversation. They need to play with more pride.
The Hoyas trail by 9. Nash outside. Up top, Ewing, covered by Perkins. On the basket by Ewing.
And just a shade under 7 feet tall. Really hard to cover Ewing in space.
Bacon the pass to Perkins. Here's Bacon. Here's Jordan. From NBA three-point range, Michael Jordan.
In this huge game, Michael Jordan is stepping into the spotlight.
Here's Floyd. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jordan inside.
Really impressive, smart basketball from a freshman. Jordan showing you good discretion with his shot.
Well, this UNC team, they're known for their delay game. Without a shot clock, they'll hold the ball late, which in turn will shorten the games.
And you know, Mike, that style's worked extremely well for them this season. North Carolina has won 15 straight games and overall 31-2.
Duncan, the pass to Nash. Pass to Floyd. Rebound, North Carolina. On the wing, Worthy. Guarded by Green. Nice shot by Worthy.
Can't be afraid tonight. Worthy letting it all ride out there.
The pass to Floyd. Now Nash. Duncan outside. Green up on top. Knocks it loose. And Green slams it in.
Easy buckets like that. Just what the doctor ordered to get them back into this ball game.
They need something to light that fire, and that, you're right, may be it.
Yeah, right to the rim and left nothing to chance with the dunk.
Here's Floyd. Barnett covering. Here's Green. With the second effort. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Bailey's checked in for the Hoyas. Weber comes in for Floyd. Here's Jordan. 17 points in the game. It drops. It's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
While older players like James Worthy might be the leader of UNC, youngster Michael Jordan is the fire of the Tar Heels.
And how unique is it? We don't often see a freshman, Mike, starting in the national championship game. Jordan certainly a guy to keep an eye on. He's an incredible athlete and a tremendous competitor.
Here's Caldwell. Lays it up off the glass.
When North Carolina has a big like Perkins getting an assist, that shows you how well they move the ball.
The Hoyas trail by 15. Coach, a tough stretch for this offense.
I'd say they need to get back to what they do best. Right now, that's a question mark.
A big question mark. The Hoyas have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Pat Ewing, no stranger to the foul line, averaging almost 5 free throw attempts per game on the season, and he and Sleepy Floyd lead Georgetown in that category.
And the Tar Heels making a change here. McLaughlin's checked in, and the Tar Heels call time here.
Looks like to me the coach wants to talk things over and make some changes. Got to stay flexible with your lineups.
And his guys know that. It's all about setting the team up for success out there.
Tar Heels leading by 13. Here's Caldwell. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
They have set the tone in the paint, getting whatever they want.
Well, not much resistance, and if things don't change, this could turn into a blowout.
Passes it to Weber. No one near him. It's hauled in by the Tar Heels.
Why would he take that shot? No chance with that kind of look.
Beats me. Sometimes just don't know what players are thinking.
They're at the limit already. That to me is just lazy defense.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here's North Carolina now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Playing in his final game at Georgetown, senior guard Eric Sleepy Floyd with just about 2,300 career points. Floyd is the all-time leader in Hoyas basketball history.
Nash the pass to Bailey. Here's Ewing. Worthy with the rebound. And Adams has got the ball here for North Carolina. Pass to McLaughlin. Inside. Worthy, the pass to McLaughlin. Good, and it's Worthy picking up the assist. Worthy's got 3 assists now in this one. And Clark, the man they call Sleepy. Floyd is 6'3", and some kind of excitement for the Hoyas.
Love the way he plays with such flair and enthusiasm and energy. He's the focal point of the Georgetown attack, and I really expect Sleepy Floyd to be a first-round draft pick in the upcoming NBA draft.
He is a dynamo for sure.
Yep.
And it's good for 2.
Hard for North Carolina to contest this. Ewing uses his size to snatch the rebound and get a shot of his own.
Here's Jordan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jordan's got 21 in the game.
And great shot selection by North Carolina. This is a team that was over 60% during the regular season.
Weber can't hit. Tar Heels leading by 20. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 23.
For a freshman, I think Michael Jordan is showing incredible concentration and focus. And it doesn't seem like it's easy to throw him off his game offensively either.
Here's Bailey, guarded by Jordan. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Georgetown center Pat Ewing, the 7-foot freshman sensation, was born in Jamaica. Played lots of soccer and cricket as a youngster. His family moved to Boston for high school, and the rest is history. You would think they were really feeling good and warm because they started this game hot out of the gate.
And their shot selection has been excellent. Great patience shown by them.
And the Hoyas called timeout here. And naturally, Coach, when the Ewings moved to Boston, Pat picked up the game of basketball.
Boy, did he ever. Becoming one of the most sought-after recruits ever. Pat visited a few schools, including North Carolina, but Ewing picked Georgetown.
Yeah, I think you liked Big John Thompson, didn't you? Perkins, he's checked in for the Tar Heels. Barnett comes in for Adams. And Jordan throws it down.
That Tar Heel break started by James Worthy.
And here are the Hoyas now. Pass to Nash. Now, here's Ewing. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Hoyas will retain possession here.
Hoyas ball.
Here's Floyd. Barnett covering. And you can see they're taking their time on this trip. Here's Floyd. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
The conference freshman of the year, guard Michael Jordan, appears headed to stardom.
Here's Worthy. Perkins kicks to Jordan. Fires it up. Green with the rebound.
Even though they came up empty, that's exactly the shot they want.
They'll take that kind of look every time down the floor. Hopefully with a different result next time.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Perkins. In the battle of star freshmen. And we've been watching it all night, Mike. Scoring-wise, Michael Jordan getting the better of Pat Ewing.
Jordan has raised the level of his game in this NCAA tournament final. Michael living up to the hype thus far.
Indeed he is. And young Michael Jordan, born in Brooklyn. Clark, he grew up in Wilmington, North Carolina.
And Kevin, it's well chronicled, but Jordan didn't make his varsity basketball team until he was a junior. It's an indication of how everybody's journey to development is different. Michael used that slight, though, as fuel, becoming a high school All-American. Michael Jordan, one to keep tabs on as his career progresses.
Perkins trying to break loose. Good. 6 points for James Worthy.
Worthy able to finish through contact that time, and now he'll have a chance for the and one.
Floyd passes to Nash. Top of the key, Duncan. It's Ewing high post. Back to Duncan. Now the pass to Green.
Illegal defense.
McCrae's checked in for Green.
Tar Heels ball. Substitution on the court.
Puts it up off the inbound. Here's Nash. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Mike, another game for Pat Ewing with a major impact in the lane, down low, and in front of the rim.
It's not just the 7-foot size of Ewing, it's his fire. He welcomes the challenge of this talented North Carolina team.
That's a great observation. Well, Gastonia, North Carolina, a small town of less than 50,000 people, features 2 stars in tonight's title game. David Aldridge has more.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Now, James Worthy of North Carolina and Sleepy Floyd of Georgetown both hail from Gastonia. While they grew up going to church together, they went to rival high schools. Despite James being highly recruited and Floyd going under the radar, it was Sleepy's Hunter Hess High that got the better of James's Ashbrook in the 1977 state title game.
David, that is a great story and very interesting. Thank you very much. Hey, Mike, they say Gastonia, North Carolina, pretty much shut down tonight, all glued to the game.
You are correct. Everyone in that town is watching this game. Worthy with a chance to avenge the state title lost with a national title win.
Wouldn't that be something? Mike, we're still in the first half, but Jordan's been fantastic so far.
Jordan is not just scoring, but he's also been efficient, not wasting his chances.
The Tar Heels shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Davis is checked in for the Hoyas. And both free throws good for Jordan. They need to find a high percentage shot, Clark, to regain some of that confidence.
I think they've gone too long without seeing one go down, and that begins to mess with your psyche.
Here's Barnett. Making the pass to Jordan. The Tar Heels with another miss. Now the Hoyas with it. And the wide open shot from Duncan. No good from the wing.
You know, you got to feel for him. He just cannot seem to buy a bucket here.
Yeah, but he has to stop shooting. He's really hurting his team.
Jordan with the bucket.
Nice dribble move by Jordan. He handles the ball like a point guard.
Nash outside. Passes it to Duncan. And here is Davis, covered by Perkins. Davis against Perkins. And it's Davis missing. They've captured an impressive lead.
Oh, yeah, they're in the driver's seat right now, Kev.
Both hands on the wheel. Count that bucket. Mike, when we take a look out on the court, so much talent out there right in front of us on the floor.
Kevin, there are at least 5 bona fide NBA players in this game. Ewing, Jordan, Perkins, Floyd, Worthy. A star-studded championship game.
From 12 feet out. No good from Duncan.
You know, his scoring has just been AWOL this quarter.
I'm not sure what the issue is, but his team is doing what they can to try and get him going.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here are the Hoyas now. Here's Bailey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Perkins pulls it in. Jordan in the corner. Over Duncan. And so it's the North Carolina Tar Heel out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And as dusk descends over the French Quarter here in New Orleans, Louisiana, we're ready to go with the second half. With Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, coming to you live from New Orleans, North Carolina, and Georgetown. Tonight, we'll crown a champion.
During this year's NCAA tournament, North Carolina is shooting over 75% in second halves. Some tremendous post-halftime play.
Keep doing work inside. Close range looks like that will keep your lead safe. Stay on the attack.
I agree. The defense has to shut the door on those kinds of shots if they want to turn this around.
Taking a look at the Tar Heels, we've got Jordan. Worthy out there with Bacon. Then it's Barnett. And it's Perkins in at the 5, roaming the paint. In the tournament, Clark, the Tar Heels over 75% after the break. How have they shot it so well?
There are a number of factors, Kevin, but I think one of the primary ones is patience. UNC has that stall game, if you will. They're looking for the best shot, and they wait for the right shot. The experience of James Worthy, I think, helps them with that as well.
Helps them a lot.
It's simple. You got to get a body into your man. Box out if you want to rebound the ball.
Defensive rebounding is about effort, trying, being willing to put a body on someone.
And stolen by Jordan. All alone, and Jordan throws it down.
Doing it on both ends. Michael Jordan, the spark plug of North Carolina.
Great job by the Tar Heels so far, neutralizing Pat Ewing.
Well, you have to box Pat out, clearly. And you can't over-attack him with your offense. UNC doing a nice job keeping Ewing in check so far.
Here's Floyd. And the layup's good off the glass.
In amongst the big, bad Carolina defense, Sleepy Floyd gets it to go.
Here's Jordan. That one falls. Jordan's got 43 points.
Even with the score where it is, he just keeps coming.
Duncan outside. Pass to Nash. Back to Duncan. Second shot opportunity. No good that time. Excellent defense from Worthy. Here's Jordan. Nash with the block. Pass to Ewing. Over Jordan. Rebound North Carolina. Perkins got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. North Carolina freshman Michael Jordan. Fantastic, Mike, so far.
Shooting well. Looking very comfortable shooting in a dome. Jordan will be key down the stretch. Teams love hammering the ball inside and getting easy looks.
Duncan outside. Nash the pass to McCray. Here's Floyd.
Reach and foul. Greg Bacon.
And the Hoyas making a change here.
Foul.
Green's checked in.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Nash outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nash. Takes
This
2
is
shots.
his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Nash. And Nash makes both of them. Jordan inside. Duncan on him. And Jordan gets it to go.
Getting the shot to go despite the contact. That's a tough move by Jordan.
And here are the Hoyas now. Nash outside. And there's the pass to Ewing. Over Perkins. And too long on the shot. Mike, for each school, a chance to make some history tonight.
Georgetown looking for their first national title. UNC, they haven't won it all in 25 years.
James Worthy.
Duncan outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Green, no luck.
Really good rim protection, impacting the shot right there.
Yeah, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And an easy call for the officials there.
Yeah, don't argue that whistle. Pretty obvious.
The Tar Heels have looked good at the line today. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Bailey is checked in for Duncan. And so he makes both from the line. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible. Tell you what, that one felt like more than 2 points. Ewing shaking the floor, firing up his Hoya teammates.
Passes to Bacon. Now, here's Worthy. Guarded by Green. Into double figures for James Worthy, a projected top 3 NBA draft pick.
I love how Worthy challenges the defense, daring the Hoyas to come between him and the hoop.
Worthy's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Pass to Bailey. Here's Ewing. Pass to Green. Shoots over Worthy. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
James Worthy.
It's going to go on James Worthy.
In last year's title game in Philadelphia, North Carolina dropped it to Isaiah Thomas and Indiana 63-50. A bitter pill for sure for these Tar Heels.
Davis is checked in for the Hoyas. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Hey, the word is out on Jordan's bounce and athleticism. I mean, tremendous leaping ability on the slam there.
On offense, here are the Hoyas. And the pass to Bailey. Here's Floyd. Ewing left side. Pass to Bailey. Pass to Floyd. Ewing kicks to Davis. Ewing trying to get open. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Ewing. And North Carolina, Mike, dropping last year's NCAA championship game.
It's a huge motivating factor for their returners. Guys like James Worthy, Sam Perkins. They said that loss fueled them during off-season workouts.
Those are terrific college basketball players. In the matchup between the two outstanding freshmen, Mike, which you and I have looked so forward to tonight, a clear advantage so far for Michael Jordan.
He's getting the better of Pat Ewing. This is huge for North Carolina.
Here's Floyd. Green breaking loose. Floyd, good. Floyd's got his second bucket of the night. Mike, when it comes to shooting, so far, so good for North Carolina in the second half.
They're executing their offense well, getting great looks against a stiff Georgetown defense.
And it's in there.
A comfortable shot for Jordan. The mid-ranger, a tough one to defend.
Adam Barnett.
Outside, Davis. And they'll get another chance.
Well, when you dominate the boards like they have, you're going to win lots of games.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
This is a sign of experience. Jordan, he knows when to hand it off to a more open guy.
Here's Floyd. Outside, Davis. Pass to Floyd. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Floyd's got 6.
Excellent vision on display, dropping a dime to set up his teammate.
Here's Jordan. Good, nice job down low.
Don't underestimate Jordan just because he's a freshman. He plays with real determination out there.
The pass to Bailey. And here is Davis. Rebound, North Carolina. Worthy's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Jordan. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jordan's got 59 points. Tipped away. And stolen by Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Turning defense into emphatic offense.
And Clark, we might see a timeout coming up here.
For sure.
Yeah, that is the definition of a momentum play. His team is fired up right now.
Passes it to Bailey. Back to Davis. Pass to Floyd. Plenty of space.
Georgetown trying to get their first national title. This is a program that missed the NCAAs for 32 straight years. Just their second ever appearance in the Final Four.
And North Carolina with some changes. Thomas checked in for Worthy, and it's Adams in for Barnett. And then for Georgetown, McCrae's checked in for Green. Gordon comes in for Ewing. And it's Weber in for Floyd. This entire tournament, North Carolina has been outstanding executing in the second half.
Jordan giving maximum effort for his teammates, making the most of that inside opportunity.
Here's McCrae. Weber, the pass to Bailey. Here's McCrae. In the corner, it's Gordon. And again, unable to change momentum here. And unlike North Carolina, Georgetown was not considered a blue blood in college hoops.
No, I tell you what, that changed though, Kevin, when John Thompson got hired 11 years ago.
It did.
Yeah, Georgetown was considered a small hoop school. Now, they are a premier program. A title would cement them amongst the nation's best.
Their recruiting has been terrific.
They desperately need something to fall.
Well, they're on the wrong side of a big run. Never a good feeling.
Pass to Bailey. The Hoyas with another miss.
He's got to be more selective than that. Totally forced it.
Hard to understand why he decided to gamble the whole possession on that shot.
Clark, a key for North Carolina, leading right now, not allowing Pat Ewing to do too much inside.
And you know, Georgetown needs more from Pat Ewing. North Carolina knows he's the key to the offense for the Hoyas, so the Tar Heels are trying to avoid him at all costs.
At all costs. Back to Weber. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Slick move, coming off the pick and going straight to the hoop.
Here's Adams. Once again, UNC shooting the lights out in the second half.
What a move that time. Crossed up the whole building on that play.
The pass to Bailey. Back to Weber. Passes to Bailey. Pass to Gordon. Here's McCrae. To the inside, Weber, and Weber throws it down.
That's what you want from ball movement. Get the defense moving and find the chance inside.
Well, one Tar Heel is stepping up, Mike, in the national title game, freshman Michael Jordan.
We expected that from Michael. He's a big game player. And boy, Jordan's been huge tonight.
Just gigantic. Again, North Carolina.
I really like how they've worked to get the best shot. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Showing great patience there.
A total team effort in this regard. Everyone working together and being selfless on offense.
On the wing, Davis. To the paint. Here's McCray. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Thomas. And here's North Carolina now. Here's Caldwell. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist. And so it's Weber with it. He brings it up for the Hoyas. Pass to Bailey. Ball's knocked loose. And now the Tar Heels on the break. And the basket by Caldwell.
What a sequence right there for this team.
Good defense, instantly turning into offense.
Outside Gordon. There's the pass to Bailey. Here's McCray.
Illegal defense.
Bailey's checked in for the Hoyas.
Heels ball. Substitution on the court.
Right side Gordon. Passes it to Weber. Rebound North Carolina. And the dunk by Jordan.
Playing well on both ends of the floor, stifling defense and dangerous O. That's a heck of a combo.
That's what has built this lead.
Mike, nothing is working for him right now.
Nope, nope, nope. Some points would really help them.
Jordan with it, and it's Gordon picking him up, and that one good. 67 points for Michael.
As they keep expanding this lead, keep feeding him the ball.
He's having a great shooting night, so yeah, I'd say getting him the rock is a great game plan.
Weber dishes to Gordon. Pass to Davis. He kicks it to Weber. Here's Bailey, guarded by Jordan, and there's the call on Michael Jordan. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the single bonus, so they'll have 1-1 right now, and that chance at the line. And a nice job of nailing the first one of the 1-1, so the chance now to make it 2. Monroe's checked in for North Carolina. Both shots good from the stripe. It's deflected. That's tipped. Now, here is Weber. He's covered closely. Davis has the open look. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Jordan down low. The shot's good. 69 points for Michael.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Outside Gordon. Here's Bailey. Left side Davis. Here's Weber. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's having a nice night tonight. The option for this team so far.
Now the Hoyas with it. Outside Gordon. It's hauled in by the Tar Heel. McLaughlin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Jordan. And he makes good on the layup.
You have to like any chance that close to the hoop.
There's 1:17 left here in the second half of the game. Back to Weber. All alone. It's rebounded by McLaughlin.
Well, that's another low percentage shot. He's been settling throughout this game for those kinds of shots.
Explosive on the bounce. Michael Jordan.
Defensively, you try to force Jordan to take jumpers. Easier said than done, though. He's so quick off the bounce.
Weber looking around. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Thomas finds Jordan. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
They've turned it up a notch here during this home stretch.
Yeah, saving their best basketball for when it mattered the most. That's how you secure a win.
Gordon, the pass to Weber. Weber can't get that one to fall. Jordan down low. And the shot goes in.
He is anchored in and making a living down low tonight.
Haven't been able to stop this run so far.
The opposition continuing to be absolutely relentless.
And the basket by Gordon. There's 14 seconds left in the second half of basketball. Jordan inside. Good work there as it goes.
It makes sense why they keep running the offense through him, proving how efficient he is.
And the North Carolina Tar Heels are national champions. What a season, 32-2. Now a national title to make it complete.
James Worthy, Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins. It was a blend of youth and experience for UNC.
And for the Hoyas, Clark, a bitter defeat, but they'll be back.
Kevin, as long as they have Pat Ewing, I think Georgetown makes another title run next year.
I agree. Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Alt.